All right, we're back.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, we made it through another one. I don't know how.
Another year of the plague.
Another year of the plague. And you can't blame this one on the rats.
Nope.
At least not the four-legged ones.
Blame it on your neighbor.
Yeah, blame it on everybody. So we wanted to open the year with like a Happy New Year. And usually we would say Happy New Year 2022, Common Era. They used to say Anno Domini, which meant in the year of our Lord, but couldn't have that. It was offensive. So they went to Common Era. But I think what we should do is we should start it over.
What do we have?
Well, this is year 3 of the plague, right? So this should be, we can still use CE. We just call it COVID era, right? Or we can use Anno Fauci.
Anno Fauci. So this is 3AF.
3AF, Anno Fauci, in the year of Fauci. So, we don't want to get real heavy. Don't get into a lot of politics today because it's the new year. We want to go off on the right foot. Okay, in my case, left foot. I'm left-footed.
Yeah, you start left-footed, right?
Yeah, I'm left-footed. I don't want to get confused this late in the game. So anyway, what we thought was, I was out shopping yesterday. Went to North Carolina, and it's semi-communist at this point.
It's become more socialist every day.
So we're in a nice little town up there, and I won't mention the town because there's only 10 people there. They know who we're talking about. Right. Probably get sued. But we go into a restaurant, and nobody except the shopkeepers are wearing masks because I think in North Carolina they got to. It's some kind of rule. But anyway, most people don't have masks. So we go in this one nice little shop after having lunch, and the person says, "Where's your mask?" And so Serene's actually in there going to buy something. I don't care one way or the other. It's a knick-knack place. I turned around and I said, "Oh, I left my mask at home with my paranoia. I forgot to bring it." They were not amused.
Really? They don't get your sense of humor?
They were confused before they got offended, and I was gone. You know how it is. So, but I mean, I don't really want to bang on people who want to wear a mask. You want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. I'll buy you a box. I'll buy you a special shirt to wear with it. Special shoes. We'll just accessorize for the mask. We can accessorize. But I think, this whole thing is like a really bad date night. It's gotten way out of hand, and you just don't know how to end it. You ain't going to kiss her, but you can't throw out of the car at 30 miles an hour. What the hell are you going to do? It's a conundrum. Right? And after all, COVID's a serious thing. Lots of people have died. Mm-hmm. Lots of people are still going to die, and lots of people are going to get sick. But I think watching everything I see on the television, there's probably good news unless somebody else goes and goes to the great oracle, the magical bat,
right,
and generates another variant, whatever. But, in the end, COVID's a virus.
Yeah.
Just a virus, and viruses do certain things, just like anything else, just like me and you. Mm-hmm. They're just looking for a warm place to replicate. It's a life form. That's what they do. And when you stop them, what do? They go back to the bar and find another place to replicate. Yeah. It's just that way. It's like a sailor in port for the night. So, to be serious about it, most of us have probably already been exposed once or twice or a few times. I know I travel so much. I think I actually had a small dose of it. I don't know. I'm grateful that I get sick and die. I know I'm probably alone in that line, but it happened. But, we probably already exposed, or will be soon, with this thing being so transmissible now. But if you ain't sick, get out of bed and go live your life. At this point, the balloon is bust. Remember Flatten the Curve?
Yeah.
Well, it made a big balloon and the balloon busted.
Yep.
It's everywhere. You're not flattening the curve. So, like I told somebody the other day, worrying about a positive COVID test at this point is like worrying about a positive pregnancy test in the delivery room. It's twins, dude.
Pass out the cigars.
Pass out the cigars. It's over. So, it's like we said, with Omicron being 70 times more transmissible than Delta, but less deadly. And Delta was so much before. So, we could have a more deadly variant, I guess. But if we get any immunity at all from any of this, the more people get it, and that was what I said from the beginning, the more people get this and get immunity and go through this thing. Remember herd immunity? Yep. I think it got, when the curve collapsed, it killed the herd.
Well, herd immunity doesn't make pharmaceuticals any money.
It doesn't make anybody any money as far as I can tell, and no power for the politicians. But anyhow, I think that's something that's coming our way. We thought it was over after Delta, so we don't know what's going on. But I get a feel from the people I talk to; they're just tired of it.
Oh yeah,
they just want to turn off the TV, go play checkers, or do whatever they do, and just leave me alone. Let me have my life. you still have to be cautious. But then again, when you get in a car, you run a pretty good risk if you go driving far from home or in a big crowd in the holidays, you're running into somebody running into you, the car blowing up, whatever. It's a risk. Life is a risk on this planet. So anyway, we want to talk about the testing stats and the testing reality. So I'm not a statistician. I'm not the virologist, all that stuff. But it seems odd to me that now that you got people just swarming to get a test.
Yeah, standing in line for hours.
There are more people testing, so you're going to have more results. So you're going to have there's going to be more people probably positive. But where's the relationship to the testing and positive results versus the first variant and the second and the third, whatever? So, there's using these stats saying, oh my God. Well, if you test 335 million people, and you get 20% are positive, that's a lot of people. That's, 70 million people? Anyway, so what was it when you didn't have any testing? You were barely testing. If you went to hospital, they tested you, or you thought you might have had it, you went and got a test. But not a lot of people were running out to get a test.
Right.
So using that data to terrify people,
right.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work. Because I'm not sure it's reflecting the reality. And I think for me, like we said in the last little bit, was that the more people have it, there's got to be some immunity. That's the way this stuff works. And so it's just something we're going through. We got to get through it. So I think when you're looking at stats, just for me, I question which stats aren't there. Where's the correlate between what I want to know and what I see? On any given winter, how many people have a cold? When's the last time you heard breaking news? 100 million people at risk for the cold. When have you heard of that?
Nobody's talked about the flus.
You can die of the cold. You can die of the flu. You can die of a hangnail if it gets infected and causes gangrene. You're out there, man. So relax a little bit. So we were going to talk about some New Year's resolutions. What do you have? You have any resolutions?
No, I gave that up.
You gave it up?
That was my last resolution. I give up resolutions.
It generally doesn't work a whole lot. But I've looked at this. This has always kind of been my position for years, is that minding your own business is a great thing. It really is. When I was a kid, you said mind your own business. It could be fighting words.
Oh, yeah.
Or it could be a signal, we're done with the conversation, go, and walk away. Now you say mind your own business, and it's a criminal offense.
Oh, yeah.
Because everything is everybody's business. We got to stop this. It's not your business. Unless I'm infringing on you, which is kind of hard not to do anymore. The boundaries came down. Oh, my God. But the point is, mind your own business and be the example for that, because you're not going to tell anybody what to do. People aren't going to listen to you. But if you mind your own business, you don't participate. Maybe you'll break that link, break that chain. I'm going to try to do that. I'm not going to even bother Don Lemon this year. I'm going to let him do his thing. Last year was good to me. 2 Cuomo's out and gone. We're on a roll. So, and 2, be here now, live your life now, because this is all you got. We've talked about this before. They may cure this virus next week, but if you ain't here, you're not going to enjoy that.
Right, exactly.
And the thing is, so stop waiting for the government to give you hall passes for your life. They can do legal things. They can shut things down that you can't get into. But other than that, within that area of movement, go do what you need to do. Keep yourself safe. Be a nice person. But go live your life. Because you know what? Even with the Congress we got, they can't legislate anything to bail you out on the time that you lose burying your head under the bed. You can't do it. Get out from your under your proverbial bed and go out and live your life, Spread the word. Panic is the enemy now, not your neighbor. Your neighbor's under the same kind of risks that you are. You didn't cause his problems. He didn't cause yours. And, don't go cough on him like that woman did on the plane, beat that 80-year-old man up and coughed on him. Don't do things like that. People. But you can always turn and walk away. You don't have to participate. Like I said, mind your own business. And if they won't mind their own business, absent yourself.
There you go.
They have no right to you. Just go your own way.
Be a good reason to get off of social media platforms and everything else, right?
I don't want to be in no meta universe. This universe is a big mess. I don't want another one. You got 2 of them. Can you imagine having 2? And Zuckerberg in both of them. Oh, God, man.
Nightmare.
But get off Facebook. I quit Facebook Today, my account is canceled. I did the whole thing and have to wait so many days. Only thing is, I tried to cancel once before and I forgot my password. So when I went back on, I had to get another password and another page. So this one has to die. Then I have to go back in and find the password for the original one. And then wait another 30 days. But I'm done. I'm getting off that trash heap. And don't even do TikTok. Forget about that. But, stay away from that stuff. Don't pin your hopes and fears on the corporate news channels. Stop accepting anyone with a platform as a genuine authority, especially us.
Don't listen to us.
We're just like you guys. We're just there flailing around trying to find out where all the broccoli went at Kroger's.
Shelves are empty.
I work in an industry where I have to have a mask, and a lot of times they provide it. But I like to have masks when I go. I want to be a nice guy. I'm respectful of the places that need respect. You can't get a mask. Walmart's out of masks.
Really?
Yeah. You can't get a mask. And the employee says, you need one? I've got a spare one. Was a nice person.
I bet in the last year when I cleaned the grounds down at our club, I bet I've picked up 100 masks that are just tossed out from people leaving Kroger's. And that's one of the first places as they cross past the light.
You want to talk about ecological disaster. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet, and a portion of those people are using a mask or two every day. Where is that going? Mm-hmm. That's clogging something up.
Yeah.
And, that's something that's a concern as well. So, but, I don't have any masks. I got a couple, you can't wash them. They kind of fall apart. Mm-hmm. But anyway, just for the sanity of the world in your life, you listen to all this media and you hear all these people talking about you're supposed to be this and you're supposed to be that and you're this because you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And now everybody's apologizing for everything.
Stop.
If you didn't do it and you can't control it, you might say, well, this is tough for everybody. But please stop apologizing for every damn thing you are or you are not. This is insanity. It's running rampant.
Yeah.
It's making me, I've stopped apologizing for the shit I actually do. I run out of apologies. They're in the aisle next to masks, and they're empty. It's empty. It's empty too. And the pronouns, Al, you can't buy any pronouns. They're out of pronouns too.
Nope.
Zay and Zim, they took them. They're hoarding those things. Just go to YouTube. You'll find them on there.
Oh yeah.
So, but I mean, this is not going to be a long video today. But wish everybody a prosperous new year and a healthy new year. And let's get this thing behind us. We've got to go back to living in life. It's like we say at work when somebody's got a special project and it consumes all their time for like 3 weeks. And we're always saying, boy, I can't wait to get back to my day job. Well, I can't get back to my life. It's time. And like for me, I'm pushing 69. And I hate to say, well, my time's more important than yours because it's not. Because we're not promised tomorrow.
No.
But the clock is ticking. I'm watching all the things on YouTube of all the people that died in 2021.
Yeah.
And I'm sad because there's people that I like Betty White died yesterday.
Yeah. Almost a couple of weeks from being 100.
Exactly. But the thing is, you never know. And a lot of those guitar players and people from the 60s and 70s and 80s that we really liked, they're dying. They're done. And I'm going, wait a minute. What am I doing with my time here? I'm looking up my pronouns. No way. I'll buy a new guitar, do something else, make a video. It pisses off people. But anyway, rambling on here. But stay safe. You can stay safe. Don't terrorize your neighbor. Don't blame your neighbor for all this. They may not be in the same space you are. It's your responsibility to be in the space you need to be in. And if you can just manage that and mind your own business and set an example, things are going to go a lot smoother for everybody else.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. And turn the lights on.
Turn signals work, folks.
Sometimes. Sometimes they're just ignored.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have any more for this week.
That's good.
Yeah. So, we didn't do one of these for a long time. I think it's Thanksgiving. And then we just sat around like, there's other people want to talk about all this stuff. So, but again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back when we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
BarstoolBuddhas out.
Out of here.